I bought my plot of land years ago, dreaming of peace and open skies in suburban Texas. The rolling hills were mine alone, or so I thought. One morning, I discovered a mass of construction crews clearing parts of my property. Trucks and machinery had appeared overnight, and soon I learned that my own HOA had somehow approved plans to build 96 homes on my land. I called the HOA furious. "This is my property," I told them. They shrugged, citing permits, surveys, and easements that supposedly gave them authority. Nothing I said mattered. Lawyers and board members paraded through my mailbox, insisting that I had signed away rights during an earlier meeting I barely remembered attending. The more they pushed, the more I realized I had to play by their game, but on my own terms. Rather than fight immediately, I let them continue. The construction crews worked tirelessly, laying foundations, erecting walls, painting exteriors. The neighborhood started to take shape, all while I quietly documented every detail. Surveyors, maps, permits, everything they claimed as legal I recorded meticulously. Patience, I reminded myself, was my greatest weapon. By the time the houses were nearly complete, I filed a lawsuit, bringing all the evidence together. When the case went to court, the judge was shocked by the sheer audacity of the HOA's actions. They had assumed that once houses were built, no one would challenge the deed. But I had proof. The land was legally mine, the easements were misrepresented, and the HOA had overstepped every legal boundary. On the day of the ruling, the courtroom was packed. I watched as the HOA's lawyers scrambled, attempting to explain away permits, signatures, and approvals. The judge listened patiently, reviewing my documentation, maps, and construction logs. It became clear, the HOA had no right to build a single home on my property. Finally, the ruling came. The deed was mine, fully protected. The construction, though nearly finished, was technically unauthorized. The HOA had no claim. I could decide whether to demolish the homes or negotiate a settlement, but the power had shifted completely. For the first time in years, I felt true control over my land again. The neighbors who had been watching the entire saga quietly celebrated my victory. It was not just about property, it was about standing up to an organization that assumed compliance would be automatic. I had learned patience, precision, and the importance of knowing your rights. In the end, I didn't destroy the homes immediately. Instead, I used them to leverage a fair agreement with the HOA, turning a potential disaster into a small victory for both sides. But the lesson remained clear. In the United States, even a powerful HOA cannot override a rightful deed if you are willing to fight smart, stay patient, and follow the law.